Hey guys, what's going on? So I thought we would do something kind of a little bit different today. So obviously, you know, if you guys are newer to the channel, I don't have a lot of people to talk about my feelings with. I don't have a lot of friends, and I do have family, but I'm not really close with all of them, and life is always kind of just difficult. So I decided I'm going to go ahead and start a series of just kind of playing Minecraft like I did, growing up, and talking to you guys, and just kind of go on that nostalgic bus ride again, if that makes sense. So I think we're gonna kind of make a video a day, just talk about life, talk about, emotions, talk about how the world is, and just play some Minecraft, just 10 minutes a day, and, talk to you guys about my life. So how are you guys doing? I mean, today's been kind of rough. I mean, figuring out new things is always difficult, and new emotions are definitely something I've always struggled with. And it's not just that life itself is always so difficult, it's just that sometimes just figuring it out, and feeling like you have to figure it out on your own, it has been really hard for me this year. I've done so many new things the last 2 years that, I mean, I'm really proud of myself for doing, but at the same time, I don't really know what to think about it, if that makes sense. I know a lot of you guys probably kind of go through the same thing where you don't know what you're doing in life, and I know a lot of people are going to say, well, you're only 18, you have your whole life to figure it out, and that is true to a degree, but at the same time, it also just feels like you're running out of time. It feels like that for me pretty much every day nowadays, and it's a lot. It's pretty rough. Always having to figure out what I want to do today, or what I'm going to do tonight or tomorrow, and it isn't the same. Growing up, it used to always be wake up, you kind of already figured you were going to do something. You're going to get food, you're going to go outside, run around, hop on Minecraft for a bit, and now it's kind of like you're going to wake up and hope today's a more bearable day. And that's really, that's been hard on me a lot. I know everyone has their stuff and everyone is going through something, but it just can be a lot, especially dealing with unknowns. And I know everyone struggles with that to a degree of not knowing what you're going to be doing, in the future. But it always feels like people are, at least people I talk to, it's like they don't know what they're going to do in 10 years. They don't know what the next 15 years of their life's going to look like. And for me, I don't know what tomorrow's going to look like, if that makes sense. It's kind of always been I don't know if I'm even going to have the energy to do anything tomorrow. And that just can be a lot. I'm kind of hoping that this series will give me something to look forward to every day, at least, getting on and talking to you guys. And I don't know, maybe it will, maybe it won't. I know some people are going to be definitely a little bit like, why are you doing this? And really, it's just that I want to talk to someone. I feel so lonely all the time that I just don't want to feel that way anymore. And obviously, that's easier said than done. And you can't change how you feel just in one day. But it's just that I feel this way all the time is why I get so upset over it. And I know a lot of you guys also go through your own stuff, and you're more than welcome to talk to me about it in the comments. And I welcome it. I do want to hear how everyone's day's been and, what everyone's doing today. And obviously, trying to figure out how to figure stuff out, I guess. And that is another big thing I think that I struggle with a lot is I just don't know, but I don't like not knowing. I know, people that have to deal with things that are, so uncertain in life. It's everyone has it. Everyone is always uncertain about something, but I don't like that. I don't like being uncertain, and it feels like I'm uncertain about so many things. I think that's what really gets me every time is I don't know what I'm gonna do tomorrow. I don't know what I'm gonna do this week, and I certainly have no idea what I'm gonna do in the next 10, 15 years. And just always having to wake up and try to figure that out. It's a constant battle, and it feels like a constant battle that I just lose over and over and over. And I know that's not necessarily like good, but I can't help it. And I think a lot of you guys would agree that it can be hard to, you know, figure out life. And I know, again, like I said, I'm not supposed to figure it all out right now. And I do get that. But it's also just kind of like I want to. It more or less feels like I need to. And I know that's not a great way of living life, but I can't help it. Like, it just gets that way so often. And it always feels like I'm dealing with a major loss in life, rather it just be, someone I know stops caring about me, or, my dog dying, or dealing with emotions, or just so many small things just build up for me personally. And I'm curious if you guys go through the same thing where you have, a lot of small things just blister into a big problem in your brain. Like a couple months ago, I had an issue with my car, and then I had another issue with my car, and it's small things that I handled them, but they just kind of morph into this so many uncertainties of life, and it just adds up over time for me personally, and I don't like it. I don't really know what to do about it either, if that makes sense. It's just kind of like, constantly trying to guess in life, and I'm not a person that likes to take guesses on things. I like to know, for sure what's going on all the time, and I haven't been able to do that at all, and it just kind of sucks. And again, like I said, I know I'm not supposed to have know the whole future of everything, but I would like to know smaller things and just figure out what I want to do, in the long run. And I know what I want to do. It just feels, impossible sometimes. And I know you guys, I'm hoping you guys can kind of relate to that at least a little bit. Relate to the whole not knowing what to do anymore, and not knowing, what the future holds. But also just not knowing, just in general. And I feel like a lot of people, I've always been someone who said, I know what I want to do with my life, which, I mean, it is true. Like, I know what I want to do with my life, like what I want to do from now until, forever. But then putting that into, like, this is what has to happen for that to happen is really, really hard for me to do. And I don't know what to do about it all the time. I know I said that a lot of just not knowing stuff, but it gets to be a lot when you don't know what you want to do, like just in general. Like, I'm kind of tired of waking up and just going, I don't know what I'm doing today. I don't know what I want to do this week. I don't know what I want to do tomorrow. I don't know. Nothing I do anymore feels like fun, if that makes sense. I used to have so much fun just hopping on, random games, whether it be Minecraft or it be War Thunder or, anything like that. And nowadays it just kind of feels like everything I'm doing isn't necessarily for me anymore. It's not even that it's for anyone. It's just it feels like it's for a waste of time, or it's not worth my time, and that's a lot. I don't really know how to counter that or how to deal with that, and it does scare me. I mean, I guess it does. Just so many uncertainties. I'm not that I'm scared of uncertainties in life. I'm scared of what I'm gonna do if I can't figure it out. And it feels like a constant pressure to figure everything out. And not even figure everything out for me, but figure everything out for everyone. I constantly feel like I'm figuring out everyone else's life, and I don't even know mine. And it just kind of is a lot, and I don't really know fully how to deal with it. That scares me, I think. I don't know. I mean, I think it does, but I don't know if it's just that I'm scared of what might happen, or if it's that I'm just scared that I need to know, and if I can't know, that I'm a complete failure. I don't really know if that's what I mean, or if it's just that life. I don't know. I don't like uncertainties, and it feels like I'm constantly living uncertainties. But I think the sun's setting. I think episode 1, day 1 is coming to a conclusion here. But it's just, I want to know what your guys' thoughts are. I do want to hear what you guys have to say. And obviously, please feel free to tell me about your life. I'll always listen, talk about it in the comments, or you can join the Discord. But that's going to be it for day 1. I appreciate you guys sitting here and listening to me, and I'll see you guys in day 2.